The Kappa Delta chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was chartered on February 8, 1975. This year, 2020, marks our 45th anniversary. Our chapter has grown from one school, the University of Connecticut, to 4 additional institutions: Eastern Connecticut State University, the University of Hartford, Trinity College, and Central Connecticut State University. There have been 122 initiates who have come through Kappa Delta. Recently, 2 of our chapter alumni were infected with COVID-19 and experienced serious symptoms. One was hospitalized for 4 days. Thankfully, both brothers have completely recovered. In the spirit of Alpha, the initiates of Kappa Delta spanning 5 decades are uniting together to share with you the following critical information regarding COVID-19.
6. In the early part of this year, few anticipated that COVID-19 would spread to become a global pandemic so quickly. But the degree and speed of COVID-19 infection varies dramatically around the world, and how a country has responded to the outbreak is a major factor. For example, Hong Kong and Singapore quickly focused on testing to identify and treat every case. Their numbers remained low until they relaxed social distancing. Cases surged, so they had to implement social distancing again. Other countries were slow to react, and they have suffered high death rates. Iran and Italy are examples. Sweden has taken a different approach. They chose the strategy of herd immunity. Herd immunity assumes that immunity results from exposure. Those who recover from most viruses are immune to subsequent infection. But it is unclear if COVID-19 will behave like other viruses in this way. We just don't know. We do know that in a population of 10 million, Sweden has about twice the population of its neighbors. As of the end of April, Sweden's death toll is about 5 times higher than in Denmark and 11 times higher than in Norway. African nations have enacted various stages of lockdown, with different approaches to testing. For example, Nigeria, a nation of 200 million people, has only conducted 12,000 tests, while South Africa, with 50 million, has conducted 128,000 tests. Botswana, whose population is only 1% of Nigeria's, has conducted over 5,000 tests. Nigeria has documented 1,300 cases of COVID-19 with 40 deaths. Their infections have been concentrated in specific regions which have been under lockdown since March 30th. They are planning on lifting restrictions on May 4th. Across the continent of Africa, there have been just over 1,500 deaths reported. Global health experts regard the U.S. response as worse than almost any other country affected. Unlike these other nations, we still have not implemented a cohesive strategy. Wide-scale testing was only rolled out in mid to late March. We still don't have reliable rapid testing, which is critical to understand how extensive infection is and who to isolate. As of May 1st, 32 states are relaxing social distancing guidelines to some degree, and this could precipitate a surge in midsummer. Most experts agree that this is a real possibility. We are also unsure of the seasonality of COVID-19, and as most of us know, flu cases tend to surge in the fall and winter.
6. The brothers of the Kappa Delta chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, in commemoration of 45 years of service, would like to thank you for listening to our message regarding COVID-19. It is our hope that this presentation motivates you to talk with a family member, friend, or mentee about COVID-19 based upon something you learned today. To see the full version of this video, which includes a testimonial from a COVID-19 survivor who was one of our chapter brothers, please go to www.kdalphas.com. We pray that you and your respective families stay safe in these trying times. Please share these messages in the African American, Latino, Native American, and any other community in which you are a part of. First of all, servants of all, we shall transcend all.